This is David Whispers, and today we are going to be learning about Tom Cruise. This was a viewer request from Saren McClellan for her friend, so happy to oblige this one. Tom Cruise is definitely on the list of people I would like to read about. So, here we go. Tom Cruise. Thomas Cruise Maypother IV, born July 3rd, 1962, is an American actor and producer. He has received various accolades for his work, including 3 Golden Globe Awards and 3 nominations for Academy Awards. He is one of the highest paid actors in the world. His films have grossed over $4 billion in North America and over $10.1 billion worldwide, making him one of the highest grossing box office stars of all time. Cruise began acting in the early 1980s and made his breakthrough with leading roles in the comedy film Risky Business in 1983 and action drama film Top Gun in 1986. Critical acclaim came with his roles in the drama films The Color of Money, also from 1986, Rain Man, 1988, and Born on the 4th of July from 1989. For his portrayal of Ron Kovic in the latter, he won a Golden Globe Award and received a nomination for the Academy Award for Best Actor. As a leading Hollywood star in the 1990s, he starred in several commercially successful films, including the drama A Few Good Men in 1992, the thriller The Firm, 1993, the horror film Interview with the Vampire from 1994, and the romance Jerry Maguire, 1996. For his role in the latter, he won a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor and received his 2nd Academy Award nomination. Cruise's performance as a motivational speaker in the drama film Magnolia, 1999, earned him another Golden Globe Award and a nomination for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. As an action star, he has played Ethan Hunt in all 6 of the Mission Impossible films from 1996 to 2018. He also starred in science fiction and action films including Vanilla Sky from 2001, Minority Report 2002, The Last Samurai 2003, Collateral 2004, War of the Worlds 2005, Night and Day from 2010, Jack Reacher 2012, Oblivion 2013, Edge of Tomorrow 2014, and The Mummy from 2017. Cruise has been married to actresses Mimi Rogers, Nicole Kidman, and Katie Holmes. He has 3 children, 2 of whom were adopted during his marriage to Kidman, and the other of whom is a biological daughter he had with Holmes. Cruise is an outspoken advocate for the Church of Scientology and its associated social programs, which he credits with helping him overcome dyslexia. In the 2000s, he sparked controversy with his church-affiliated criticisms of psychiatry and antidepressant drugs, his efforts to promote Scientology as a religion in Europe, and a leaked video interview of him promoting Scientology. Cruise was born on July 3rd, 1962, in Syracuse, New York, to electrical engineer Thomas Cruise Maypother III, born 1934, and special education teacher Mary Lee, born 1936. His parents were both from Louisville, Kentucky, and had English, German, and Irish ancestry. Cruise has 3 sisters named Leanne, Marion, and Cass. One of his cousins, William Mapother, is also an actor who has appeared alongside Cruise in 5 films. Cruise grew up in near poverty and had a Catholic upbringing. He later described his father as a merchant of chaos, a bully, and a coward who beat his children. He elaborated, "My father was the kind of person where, if something goes wrong, they kick you. It was a great lesson in my life. How he'd lull you in, make you feel safe, and then, bang. For me, it was like, there's something wrong with this guy. Don't trust him. Be careful around him." Cruise spent part of his childhood in Canada when his father took a job as a defense consultant with the Canadian Armed Forces. His family moved in late 1971 to Beacon Hill, Ottawa. He attended the new Robert Hopkins Public School for his 4th and 5th grade education. He first became involved in drama in 4th grade under the tutelage of drama teacher George Steinberg. He and 6 other boys put on an improvised play to music called It at the Carleton Elementary School Drama Festival. Drama organizer Val Wright, who was in the audience, later said that the movement and improvisation were excellent. It was a classic ensemble piece. In 6th grade, Cruise went to Henry Monroe Middle School in Ottawa. That year, his mother left his father, taking Cruise and his sisters back to the United States. In 1978, she married Jack South. Cruise's father died of cancer in 1984. Cruise briefly took a Catholic Church scholarship and attended the St. Francis Seminary in Cincinnati, Ohio. He aspired to become a Franciscan priest before being expelled from the seminary for drinking and becoming interested in acting. In total, he attended 15 schools in 14 years. In his senior year of high school, he played football for the varsity team as a linebacker, but was cut from the squad after getting caught drinking beer before a game. He went on to star in the school's production of Guys and Dolls. In 1980, he graduated from Glen Ridge High School in Glen Ridge, New Jersey. At age 18, with the blessing of his mother and his stepfather, Cruise moved to New York City to pursue an acting career. After working as a busboy in New York, he went to Los Angeles to try out for television roles. He signed with CAA and began acting in films. He first appeared in a bit part in the 1981 film Endless Love, followed by a major supporting role as a crazed military academy student in Taps later that year. In 1983, Cruise was part of the ensemble cast of The Outsiders. That same year, he appeared in All the Right Moves and Risky Business, which has been described as a Generation X classic and a career maker for Tom Cruise. He also played the male lead in the Ridley Scott film Legend, released in 1985. By 1986's Top Gun, his status as a superstar had been cemented. Cruise followed up Top Gun with The Color of Money, which came out the same year and which paired him with Paul Newman. 1988 saw him star in Cocktail, which earned him a nomination for the Razzie Award for Worst Actor. Later that year, he starred with Dustin Hoffman in Rain Man, which won the Academy Award for Best Film, and Cruise the Kansas City Film Critics Circle Award for Best Supporting Actor. Cruise portrayed real-life paralyzed Vietnam War veteran Ron Kovic in 1989's Born on the 4th of July, which earned him a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor, Motion Picture Drama. The Chicago Film Critics Association Cruise's next films were Days of Thunder from 1990 and Far and Away 1992, both of which co-starred then-wife Nicole Kidman as his love interest, followed by the legal thriller The Firm, which was a critical and commercial success. In 1994, Cruise starred along with Brad Pitt, Antonio Banderas, and Christian Slater in Neil Jordan's Interview with the Vampire, a gothic drama horror film that was based on Anne Rice's best-selling novel. The film was well received, although Rice was initially quite outspoken in her criticism of Cruise having been cast in the film, as Julian Sands was her first choice. Upon seeing the film, however, she paid $7,740 for a 2-page ad in Daily Variety praising his performance and apologizing for her previous doubts about him. In 1996, Cruise appeared as super spy Ethan Hunt in the reboot of Mission Impossible, which he produced. It was a box office success, although it received criticism regarding the Jim Phelps character being a villain despite being a protagonist of the original television series. In 1996, he took on the title role in Jerry Maguire, for which he earned a Golden Globe and his second nomination for an Academy Award. In 1999, Cruise co-starred with Kidman in the erotic Stanley Kubrick film Eyes Wide Shut, and took a rare supporting role as a motivational speaker, Frank T.J. Mackey, in Magnolia, for which he received another Golden Globe and nomination for an Academy Award. In 2000, Cruise returned as Ethan Hunt in the second installment of the Mission Impossible films, Mission Impossible 2. The film was helmed by Hong Kong director John Woo and branded with his gung fu style, and continued the series' blockbuster success at the box office, taking in almost $547 million in worldwide figures. Like its predecessor, it was the highest grossing film of the year and had a mixed critical reception. Cruise received an MTV Movie Award for Best Male Performance for this film. His next 5 films were major critical and commercial successes. The following year, Cruise starred in the romantic thriller Vanilla Sky in 2001 with Cameron Diaz and Penelope Cruz. In 2002, Cruise starred in the dystopian science fiction action film Minority Report, which was directed by Steven Spielberg and based on the science fiction short by Philip K. Dick. In 2003, he starred in Edward Zwick's period action drama The Last Samurai, for which he received a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actor. In 2004, Cruise received critical acclaim for his performance as Vincent in Collateral, directed by Michael Mann. In 2005, Cruise worked again with Steven Spielberg in War of the Worlds, a loose adaptation of the H.G. Wells novel of the same name, which became the 4th highest grossing film of the year, with $591.4 million worldwide. Also in 2005, he won the People's Choice Award for Favorite Male Movie Star and the MTV Generation Award. Cruise was nominated for 7 Saturn Awards between 2002 and 2009, winning once. 9 of the 10 films he starred in during the decade made over $100 million at the box office. In 2006, he returned to his role as Ethan Hunt in the 3rd installment of the Mission Impossible film series, Mission Impossible 3. The film was more positively received by critics than the previous films in the series and grossed nearly $400 million at the box office. In 2007, Cruise took a rare supporting role for the second time in Lions for Lambs, which was a commercial disappointment. This was followed by an unrecognizable appearance as Les Grossman in the 2008 comedy Tropic Thunder with Ben Stiller, Jack 2008 to box office success. In March 2010, Cruise completed filming the action comedy Night and Day, in which he re-teamed with former co-star Cameron Diaz. The film was released on June 23, 2010. On February 9th, 2010, Cruise confirmed that he would star in Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, the fourth installment in the Mission Impossible series. The film was released in December 2011 to high critical acclaim and box office success. Unadjusted for ticket price inflation, it was Cruise's biggest commercial success to that date. On May 6, 2011, Cruise was awarded a humanitarian award from the Simon Wiesenthal Center and its Museum of Tolerance for his work as a dedicated philanthropist. In mid-2011, Cruise started shooting the movie Rock of Ages, in which he played the character Stacy Jacks. The film was released in June 2012. Cruise starred as Jack Reacher in the film adaptation of British author Lee Child's 2005 novel One Shot. The film was released on December 21st, 2012. It met with positive reviews from critics and was a box office success, grossing $217 million worldwide. In 2013, he starred in the science fiction film Oblivion, based on director Joseph Kosinski's graphic novel of the same name. The film met with mixed reviews and grossed $286 million worldwide. It also starred Morgan Freeman and Olga Kurylenko. In 2014, Cruise starred in the science fiction action film Edge of Tomorrow, which received positive reviews and grossed over $370 million. In 2015, Cruise returned as Ethan Hunt in the fifth installment of the Mission Impossible series, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, which he also produced. Returning cast members included Simon Pegg as Benji and Jeremy Renner as William Brandt, with Christopher McQuarrie as director. The film earned high critical acclaim and was a commercial success. Cruise starred in the 2017 reboot of Boris Karloff's 1932 horror movie, The Mummy. The new film, also titled The Mummy, received negative reviews and flopped at the box office. In 2018, Cruise again reprised Ethan Hunt in the sixth film in his franchise, Mission Impossible Fallout. The film was more positively received by critics than the previous films in the series and grossed over $791 million at the box office. Unadjusted for ticket price inflation, it is Cruise's biggest commercial success to date. In May 2020, it was reported that Cruise would be starring and producing the first ever movie shot in outer space. Doug Lineman would be directing, writing, and co-producing. Both will fly to the International Space Station as part of a future Axiom space mission in a SpaceX Dragon 2 spacecraft. In May 2021, Cruise protested against the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, the HFPA, by returning all three of his Golden Globe Awards in light of a controversy surrounding the HFPA, particularly its lack of diversity, specifically no black members, and ethical questions related to financial benefits to some of its members. Cruise partnered with his former talent agent Paula Wagner to form Cruise Wagner Productions in 1993, and the company has since co-produced several of Cruise's films, the first being Mission Impossible in 1996, which was also Cruise's first project as a producer. Cruise is noted as having negotiated some of the most lucrative film deals in Hollywood and was described in 2005 by Hollywood economist Edward J. Epstein as one of the most powerful and richest forces in Hollywood. Epstein argues that Cruise is one of the few producers, the others being George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, and Jerry Bruckheimer, who are regarded as able to guarantee the success of a billion-dollar film franchise. Epstein also contends that the public obsession with Cruise's tabloid controversies obscures full appreciation of Cruise's exceptional commercial prowess. Cruise Wagner Productions, Cruise's film production company, is said to be developing a screenplay based on Eric Larson's New York Times bestseller, The Devil in the White City, about a real-life serial killer, H.H. Holmes, at Chicago's World's Columbian Exposition. Catherine Bigelow is attached to the project to produce and helm. Meanwhile, Leonardo DiCaprio's production company, Appian Way, is also developing a film about Holmes and the World's Fair, in which DiCaprio will star. Cruise has produced several films in which he appeared. He produced Mission Impossible, Without Limits, Mission Impossible 2, The Others, Vanilla Sky, and many others. On August 22nd, 2006, Paramount Pictures announced it was ending its 14-year relationship with Cruise. In the Wall Street Journal, chairman of Viacom, Paramount's parent company, Sumner Redstone, cited the economic damage to Cruise's value as an actor and producer from his controversial public behavior and views. Cruise Wagner Productions responded that Paramount's announcement was a face-saving move after the production company had successfully sought alternative financing from private equity firms. Industry analysts such as Edward J. Epstein commented that the real reason for the split was most likely Paramount's discontent over Cruise Wagner's exceptionally large share of DVD sales from the Mission Impossible franchise. In November 2006, Cruise and Paula Wagner announced that they had taken over the film studio United Artists. Cruise acts as a producer and star in films for United Artists, while Wagner serves as UA's chief executive. Production began in 2007 of Valkyrie, a thriller based on the July 20th, 1944 assassination attempt against Adolf Hitler. The film was acquired in March 2007 by United Artists. On March 21st, 2007, Cruise signed to play Klaus von Stauffenberg, the protagonist. This project marked the second production to be green-lighted since Cruise and Wagner took control of United Artists. The first was its inaugural film, Lions for Lambs, directed by Robert Redford and starring Redford, Meryl Streep, and Cruise. Lambs was released on November 9th, 2007, opening to unimpressive box office revenue and critical reception. In August 2008, Wagner stepped down from her position at United Artists. She retains her stake in UA, which combined with Cruise's share amounts to 30% of the studio. Cruise splits his time between homes in Beverly Hills, California, Clearwater, Florida, Dulwich, London, and East Grinstead, West Sussex. He had several relationships with women in the early to mid-80s, including Rebecca De Mornay, Patty Scialfa, and Cher. Cruise married actress Mimi Rogers on May 9, 1987. They divorced on February 4, 1990. Rogers introduced Cruise to Scientology. Cruise met his second wife, actress Nicole Kidman, on the set of their film Days of Thunder in 1990. The couple married on December 24, 1990. They adopted two children, Isabella Jane, born 1992, and Connor Anthony, born 1995. In February 2001, Cruise filed for divorce from Kidman while she was unknowingly pregnant. The pregnancy ended in a miscarriage. In 2007, Kidman clarified rumors of a miscarriage early in her marriage to Cruise. Cruise, explaining that she had actually had an ectopic pregnancy. Cruise was next romantically linked with Penelope Cruz, his co-star in Vanilla Sky. Their 3-year relationship ended in 2004. An article in the October 2012 issue of Vanity Fair stated that several sources have said that after the breakup with Cruz, Scientologist leaders launched a secret project to find Cruz a new girlfriend. According to those sources, a series of auditions of Scientologist actresses resulted in a short-lived relationship with British-Iranian actress Nazanin Boniadi, who subsequently left Scientology. Scientology and Cruz's lawyers issued strongly worded denials and threatened to sue, accusing Vanity Fair of shoddy journalism and religious bigotry. Journalist Roger Friedman later reported that he received an email from director and ex-Scientologist Paul Haggis confirming the story. In April 2005, Cruise began dating actress Katie Holmes. On April 27th that year, Cruise and Holmes, dubbed Tomcat by the media, made their first public appearance together in Rome. A month later, Cruise publicly declared his love for Holmes on the Oprah Winfrey Show, infamously jumping up and down on Winfrey's couch during the show. Media coverage at the time implied that Oprah was somewhat taken aback by Cruise's over-exuberant couch outburst, which distracted from the intended promotion of Cruise's current film, War of the Worlds. On October 6th, 2005, Cruise and Holmes announced they were expecting a child. In April 2006, their daughter Suri was born. On November 18th, Holmes and Cruise were married at the 15th century Odescalchi Castle in Bracciano, in a Scientologist ceremony attended by many Hollywood stars. Their publicists said the couple had officialized their marriage in Los Angeles the day before the Italian ceremony. There had been widespread speculation that their marriage was arranged by the Church of Scientology. David Miscavige, the head of Scientology, served as Cruise's best man. On June 29th, 2012, Holmes filed for divorce from Cruise. On July 9th, the couple signed a divorce settlement worked out by their lawyers. New York law requires all divorce documents remain sealed, so the exact terms of the settlement are not publicly available. Cruise is an outspoken advocate for the Church of Scientology and its associated social programs. Cruise was converted to Scientology by his first wife, Mimi Rogers, in 1986. His involvement in the religion was leaked by the tabloid Star in 1990, and he publicly admitted his faith in a 1992 interview with Barbara Walters. He is friends with the church's chairman, David Miscavige. Cruise struggled with dyslexia at an early age and has said that Scientology, specifically the L. Ron Hubbard study tech, helped him overcome dyslexia. In addition to promoting various programs that introduce people to Scientology, Cruise has campaigned for Scientology to be recognized as a religion in Europe. In 2005, the Council of Paris revealed that Cruise had lobbied French Interior Minister Nicolas Sarkozy and Senate President Jean-Claude Gaudin. They described him as a militant spokesman for Scientology and barred any further dealings with him. He also lobbied British Prime Minister Tony Blair to recognize the church as a tax-exempt non-profit organization in the United Kingdom. Cruise also personally lobbied Bush administration officials on Scientology. In 2003, he convinced Deputy Secretary of State Richard Armitage and Vice Presidential Chief of Staff Scooter Libby to oppose the non-recognition of Scientology in Germany. In 2004, he met Secretary of Education Rod Page about endorsing Scientologist education methods as part of No Child Left Behind. Former Scientologist Paul Haggis also claimed that Cruise attempted to convert celebrities such as James Packer, Victoria and David Beckham, Jada Pinkett and Will Smith, and Steven Spielberg to Scientology. Cruise co-founded and raised donations for Downtown Medical to offer New York City 9/11 rescue workers detoxification therapy based on the works of L. Ron Hubbard. This drew criticism from the medical profession and from firefighters. For such activities, Scientology leader David Miscavige created the Scientology Freedom Medal of Valor and awarded it to Cruise in late 2004. In June 2004, Cruise made the controversial statement, "I think psychiatry should be outlawed." Further controversy erupted in 2005 after he openly criticized actress Brooke Shields for using the drug Paxil, an antidepressant to which she credits her recovery from postpartum depression after the birth of her first daughter in 2003. Cruise asserted that there is no such thing as a chemical imbalance and that psychiatry is a form of pseudoscience. In response, Shields argued that Cruise should stick to saving the world from aliens and let women who are experiencing postpartum depression decide what treatment options are best for them. This led to a heated argument between Matt Lauer and Cruise on NBC's Today on June 24, 2005. Medical authorities view Cruise's comments as furthering the social stigma of mental illness. Shields herself called Cruise's comments a disservice to mothers everywhere. In late August 2006, Cruise apologized in person to Shields for his comments. Scientology is well known for its opposition to mainstream psychiatry and the psychoactive drugs which are routinely prescribed for treatment. It was reported that Cruise's anti-psychiatry actions led to a rift with director Steven Spielberg. Spielberg had reportedly mentioned in Cruise's presence the name of a doctor friend who prescribed psychiatric medication. Shortly thereafter, the doctor's office was picketed by Scientologists, reportedly angering Spielberg. On January 15, 2008, a video produced by the Church of Scientology featuring an interview with Cruise was posted on YouTube by the anonymous linked group Project Chanology, showing Cruise discussing what being a Scientologist means to him. The Church of Scientology said the video had been pirated and edited and was taken from a 3-hour video produced for members of Scientology. YouTube removed the Cruise video from their site under threat of litigation. After YouTube investigated the claim, they found that the video did not breach copyright law, as it is covered by the Fair Use Clause. It was subsequently reinstated on the site, and as of June 2020, the video has achieved over 15 million views. YouTube has declined to remove it again due to the popularity of the video and subsequent changes to copyright policy of the website. In 2013, Cruise stated that ex-wife Katie Holmes divorced him in part to protect the couple's daughter, Suri, from Scientology. He also said that Suri is no longer a practicing member of the church. In March 2004, his publicist of 14 years, Pat Kingsley, resigned. Cruise's next publicist was Leanne DeVette, his sister, who was herself a Scientologist. She served in that role until November 2005. DeVette was replaced with Paul Block from the publicity firm Rogers & Cohen. Such restructuring was seen as a move to curtail publicity of his views on Scientology, as well as the controversy surrounding his relationship with Katie Holmes. Lawrence Wright's 2013 book Going Clear, Scientology and the Prison of Belief, and Alex Gibney's 2015 television documentary adaptation of the same name cast a spotlight on Cruise Cruise's role in Scientology. The book and the film both allege that the church groomed romantic partners for Cruise and that Cruise used Sea Org and Rehabilitation Project force workers as a source of free labor. In the film, Cruise's former auditor Marty Rathbun claims that wife Nicole Kidman was wiretapped on Tom Cruise's suggestion, which Cruise's lawyer denies. Cruise's ex-girlfriend Nazanin Boniadi later compared the church's auditioning of women to date Cruise and experiences with him to white slavery. In 2006, Premiere ranked Cruise as Hollywood's most powerful actor, as Cruise came in at number 13 on the magazine's 2006 Power List, being the highest-ranked actor. The same year, Forbes magazine ranked him as the world's most powerful celebrity. The founder of CinemaScore in 2016 cited Cruise and Leonardo DiCaprio as the two stars. It doesn't matter how bad the film is, they can pull the box office up. October 10th, 2016 was declared Tom Cruise Day in Japan. The Japan Memorial Day Association said that he was awarded with a special day because of his love for and close association with Japan. While reviewing Days of Thunder, film critic Roger Ebert noted the similarities between several of Cruise's 1980s films and nicknamed the formula the Tom Cruise picture. Ebert listed 9 key ingredients that make up the Tom Cruise picture: the Cruise character, the mentor, the superior woman, the craft he must hone, the arena it takes place in, the arcana or knowledge he must learn, the trail or journey, the proto-enemy, and the eventual enemy of the character. Some of Cruise's later films, like A Few Good Men and The Last Samurai, can also be considered to be part of this formula. Wide Screenings compares 2 of these Cruise characters in an article on the film A Few Good Men. Screenwriter Aaron Sorkin interestingly takes the opposite approach of Top Gun, where Cruise also starred as the protagonist. In Top Gun, Cruise plays Mitchell, who is a hotshot military underachiever who makes mistakes because he is trying to outperform his late father. Where Maverick Mitchell needs to rein in the discipline, Daniel Kaffee needs to let it go, finally see what he can do. In 1998, Tom Cruise successfully sued the Daily Express, a British tabloid which alleged that his marriage to Kidman was a sham designed to cover up his homosexuality. In May 2001, Cruise filed a lawsuit against gay porn actor Chad Slater. Slater had told the celebrity magazine ActuStar that he had been involved in an affair with Cruise. This claim was strongly denied by Cruise, and Slater was later ordered to pay $10 million to Cruise in damages after Slater declared he could not afford to defend himself against the suit and would therefore default. Cruise requested a default judgment, and in January 2003, a Los Angeles judge decided against Slater after the porn actor said that his story was false. Cruise also sued Bold magazine publisher Michael Davis for $100 million because Davis had alleged, though never confirmed, that he had video that would prove Cruise was gay. The suit was dropped in exchange for a public statement by Davis that the video was not of Cruise and that Cruise was heterosexual. In 2006, Cruise sued cyber squatter Jeff Berger to obtain control of the TomCruise.com domain name. When owned by Berger, the domain redirected to information about Cruise on Celebrity1000.com. The decision to turn TomCruise.com over to Cruise was handed down by the World Intellectual Property Organization, the WIPO, on July 5th, 2006. In 2009, Michael Davis Sapir filed a suit charging that his phone had been wiretapped at Cruise's behest. That suit was dismissed by a Central Civil West Court judge in Los Angeles on the grounds that the statute of limitations had expired on Sapir's claim. In October 2012, Cruise filed a lawsuit against In Touch and Life and Style magazines for defamation after they claimed Cruise had abandoned his 6-year-old daughter. During a deposition, Cruise testified that due to his workload, 110 days had passed without him seeing her. The suit was ultimately settled between the two parties. And with that, with the exception of filmography awards and nomination, see also the references, the endless references. That concludes the Tom Cruise article for Sarah McClellan's Friend. I hope you are sleeping, and if not, I hope this throws you into another video I made for you. As of now, we have the Brad Pitt video, the Leonardo DiCaprio video, the Ryan Reynolds video, a Jean-Claude Van Damme video, 2 PewDiePie videos, and I believe a Robert Downey Jr. video. Those should all be available. Hopefully this will toss you seamlessly into one of those so that you may continue your slumber. And that's all. I am done here. It's time for some water and to turn everything off. So I bid you, as usual, a good night. Pleasant dreams.